Good morning, sir. I am Aishwarya and my roll number is 581. So today's my topic for DA presentation is Boolean SAT problems. Boolean SAT problem, it stands for the Boolean satisfiability. Boolean SAT problem determines if there exists an assignment of true that is 1 or false that is 0 values to variables that makes a given Boolean formula evaluated to true that is 1. As the first proven NP-complete problem, it is the foundation to computer science, often solved in practice using heuristics despite having no known efficient algorithms for all cases. SAT is one of the most famous and most studied problem in theoretical computer science and is the basic for many math results. The input for the SAT problem is so-called Boolean formula. Boolean formulas are very simple structures and it consists of four building blocks. The first one is the variables. The variables can be displayed using x1, x2, x3, and so on. So each variable can consist of only two values, that is either true or false. True is also represented as 1 and false as 0. The second one is the NOT operation, which is performed between two different variables. Sorry, which is performed on a single variable where if x1 is true, then the not of x1 is determined as false. The third is the AND operation, which is performed between two different variables, where it is like if both the values are evaluated to true, then the resultant is also true. So here 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 is 0, 1 and 0 is 0, but 1 and 1 is 1, where the two values of the variables are true. So the resultant is evaluated to be true. The fourth one is the OR operation, where it is performed between the two different variables. The resultant is evaluated to be true only when if either of the two variables is true. So here we have 1 or 0 is 1, 0 or 1 is 1, 1 or 1 is 1, but 0 or 0 is 0, where the two values are false. So here is a quiz based on the Boolean formula. So here we have x1 to be 1 and x2 to be 1. So x1 or x2 bar or x3 is evaluated as 1 and x1 bar or x2 is evaluated as 1. So the AND operation between two true values is also a resultant to be true. So the input for a Boolean SAT problem is a Boolean formula with n different variables like x1, x2, x3, and so on, xn. The output, to determine the output, can you set the variables to be a combination of true that is 1 or false that is 0 so that the formula becomes true? Firstly, we assume that the resultant of the formula to be true. Then we set the values of the variables to be either 1 or 0 based on which we get the resultant to be true. Thank you.